and that was the ultimatum. Then I said to Richie that then I have to be very, very brutal and honest with the current situation. When Ghana isn't going well, we all tend to space in the Western region isn't going as planned. Who do we blame? Can anybody help me? Who do we blame? Yes, because there's no one leader. So the blame comes back to all the radio presenters, all the TV presenters, all the video directors, all the artists, and anybody else in the value chain who has not been a contributor to making this perfect. Accra has set a standard for itself. Out of the 16 regions, Kumasi has also done the same. I'm being very honest. Even the northern region, and I dare say even, because considering territorial positioning, the zone, kudos to man like Macasio and Fancy, who are changing the narrative about music coming from, and they're like, if you're not going to support us, we'll do it ourselves. And I'm very sure you've all seen the numbers that they pull to the stadium when they meet each other. They do it, they put it out there, and every media house in Accra has no option but to use it as content to talk about it, including through music. One of the last most vibrant activities that happened here, and all the speakers have mentioned originality. I love the masqueraders. It was an amazing content, an amazing event. Well, probably over 20,000 masqueraders coming together. Iconic. Takai, secondly, please, artists, I cannot put your product on TV if it's not good. I can't. And I don't care how many Ghanaians will attack and say you're not playing enough artist music from Ghana. If we don't have quality, we can't put it there. Because the consumers are also watching. The consumers are there. They've seen the foreign videos. And when I say foreign, don't think European. I'm talking South African. I'm talking Nigeria. I'm talking Tanzania. I'm talking Malawi. I'm talking all these other African and Central African countries that are churning out crazy ways. So please, if we really want to do this, then we have to be serious. We have to be very, very, very serious. The fanfooling needs to stop. I'm being very brutal with this word because if we don't wake up to some of these truths, we won't grow. I'm saying we because I'm a product of this land. I've been in and out of this place over a million times in my life. I have lived here. I literally showed the team my house when we're coming. I have lived here. I have worked here. Big shout out to Ear Studio. Man like Alex taught me so much. I learned a lot of my turning points when it comes to music production from Ear Studios here in Takrady. It is here. The goal that we search is here. The affluence, the Dadabi culture that we so claim that probably some persons in the crowd have got access to something, it is all here. The wealth is all here. The investors are all here. In fact, there are expatriates here. But have we given them a product that is worth drawing their attention? No. That is the reason why nobody is looking at us. I've been with Lucas since 2001. I like, or 2002 thereabout. That's when I met him in Network. I recorded them as well. It's been how many years now? That should tell you how far back I go. I know every corner of the city. And I can tell you for a fact that I've also contributed and helped YFM. There was a conversation to bring a youthful brand into the city. Thank God they're still active, they're still working. But there's more we can do. The standards are too low. I am very sorry. The standards are too low. The appearance. And this showbiz game is optics. It's look and feel, like we all say. It's how you see it. Shatawale just dropped the brand new vehicle, right? You could have made it quiet and put it in his house, right? But the optics matter to the game. I'll even push Richard and bash him when I go back home to a lot of things I'm not comfortable, and that's the truth. And that's why when you have Channel House maybe or any other organization, or you have Play Music and you want to come and do a show, they come and do, and then the other and many more acts and the many more are the locals. No, the headline should be the local. You can't go to the north and do and many more. It doesn't work. You will survive. Without fancy, it won't work. So guys, I'm very sorry to say that the standard that has been set by all of us in this soup is too low and unacceptable for the national standards of Ghana and the global standards of the world. And because of that, when we go into the studio and we're working on our songs, because of what we are exposed to, which is the standard that we've set for ourselves, which is very low, nobody's telling the artists that challenge the team they do, nah, it won't work out. Nobody's telling the producer that challenge this beat you're playing here, I'm so sorry, I don't think it will fly. It's not working. And that's why people have to leave the city and come to Accra and face tougher competition and make it. And it's the hard, bitter truth. That's why OG and OG was here. You know OG, right? Yes, he was here. He was working with Joel, YFM. He left here for greener pastures. Hates or love it, he said it himself. In the last interview, it's on YouTube, you can check it out on the Play page. He said it himself. Joel, one of the brilliant chaps in YFM, left and came to Accra because he was sought after more. Guys, girls, if we have to change this, then we need to understand that what we are doing isn't working. And for the past 100 years, or maybe more, what we have been doing hasn't worked. The likes of Papa Yamison and Ben Bracco and Co. championed Western music at a point in time. They were original, they were authentic. Where did we go wrong? How long are we going to highlight Kofi Kinata? It's enough. How long are we going to highlight Papi Pijo? It's enough. How many years now? We need new people. Never drop somewhere halfway on the journey. I don't know what happened to their eggs. I can't tell. And dare I say to them that it wasn't industry support. No, it's there. Dare I say to all of that artists that are in this room, look at the amazing performance the two of you did here. I'll tell you confidently that if you relocate, it will work. Because the opportunity has been set there. Why aren't we doing the same here? We have to. We have to wake up out of this sleep hole that we are in and understand that this game has grown to different levels, which I will not even bore you to tell you what standards it's gotten to. Because you know it already. It's gotten to the peak. The optics. Before we turn the camera on and play music, we want to make sure that the background is sick. We want to make sure that the animations we're going to use is sick. We want to make sure that the online personalities is going to talk is good. It's open-minded. Before we play a video, we want to make sure that there I ask. There's a lady here, her name is Debbie. Debbie, raise her hand. Any artist, we can even get in touch with her. She plays, she sits behind the PC Monday to Sunday with another team member to playlist the videos that will go on. Yes, I'm head of programs. If I see a video I don't like, I'll call her and deal with her. And it's a fact. And I'm not the only person. There's also another gentleman called Ezekiel Tector, aka Steve, another legend in the game. There he see a video that doesn't warrant or fit the status of the station. Then you go to Ignis at Foresight TV. I worked at Foresight for 12 years, and I know what I'm talking about. He won't take it. He won't. Ignis has turned down, and I want you to post this if you like, because it's the truth. I'll be on set filming with Jerry. And there's an interview with an artist. And you come and whisper to me and tell me that, you know what, don't do the interview. I don't like the guy, shut up. You know the beat. Yes, facts. How dare you come to the studio and wear anything? It's a standard. If you love Foresight TV, then there's a standard. It won't work. So we need to incorporate these things into our mind and understand the game that we are playing, the showbiz game that we are playing. Bro, if you're gonna dance, I need you to watch more videos that have set the standard and learn the ropes. When you come and stand and dance again, you'll be perfect. Not to say I'm not doing it, you're doing it and I love it. But we want to do more. Look at us. It's been 20 years. 20 years of knowing you. And I don't have Lucas's video on my channel. Why? Are your friends fooling you? He's my friend, so I can tell people that you know understand. It's the truth. 20 years. Where is network? Lost. 20 years, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when we go back home, it is home, but when I go back to where I work, and brands come and want to do business, and the brands are asking for artists that will also match their brands, how can I take substandard? And in that table, in that room, when we sit down and we're having those hard conversations and names come up, and they mention the artist's name and with 10 things, people are being turned down because they don't match the brand and what they're looking for. It is painful, but it's the truth. Do you know the number of people who didn't carry for award shows, performances? Maybe there's an activation in Takrady and the brand is coming here and the names have come up and then they've asked the agents to send the names and they send the name and there's Lucas in there and there's Signet in there. They go like, oh, take them out. Why? Oh, we don't know them. Oh, they are big in Takrady now. We don't know them. I'm sorry. Let's go with the ones we know. 5 artists back to back to back. Do the show and get out. It's painful, but it's the truth. Why? Please, I'm using Lucas as an example, please. Because the standard is low. So I'm begging us that don't make, some of us have been lucky to get our profiles, given us our CVs and given us rooms that we are having big conversations. And we want to pull everybody along. But you're making it difficult for us. Too difficult. Because I have heard 1,000,001 songs and I can tell you that sometimes when the artist bring the song, the first 10 seconds of the song is enough to tell me that no, bro, this won't work. But they don't want to accept it. The producer is playing the beats just because I play beats and I understand how it works. Just because it works in the studio with the monitor doesn't mean that out there is going to be crazy. No. It's not working. It's not working. Takrady needs to produce the next big artist. And that's a task that we have for ourselves. I don't care how we're going to do it, the next big artist needs to come from us. And when I say us, it means that every person who carries weight in this region should sit back, think through, place a call to another person. Let's present the people that we're looking for and push them with everybody's idea. Mahmoud's idea, Kofi Sifa's idea, Cyril's idea, everybody's idea together to push and be intentional. It's at that point in time that we can start dictating how things should go. If not, then I'm very sorry. This is a waste of time. Then the drive here is a waste of time. As part of the things that we are supposed to do for this event is to give out 100,000, dedicate 100,000 Ghana cedis of airtime. We have ways in which we value it to the artists in Takrady to promote Western region music. This is a request from Mr. Addison. Richie, I know the label and this page for a very, he's been so supportive. So supportive. Man, we've chilled at Takrady Beach Hotel. We've left bills on him at TBH when he was in existence. Pool parties, we come and sleep there and all of that. We chilled, we did it. Thanks, Richie. He's not here, that's his afternoon. But thanks. We are going to dedicate this 100,000. But the scrutiny, you can send the video through. You're not going to pay for it. But the scrutiny, and I'm telling her, she works with me, Debbie. If the video comes to us and it's not good, it will not go on air. And this good, you know by look and feel, in comparison with other videos of various countries that we are playing. If it doesn't match it, you don't get a cut of this 100 grand. Because when my CEO picks the phone and calls me like, Jay, what video is, what are you showing? and the board chairman calls the CEO and says that, what are they showing your channel? Who's in charge of that? Who put that thing on? You wouldn't be there to receive the bashing. I would. You understand? I would look like, we hired you to come and do a job for us. And what are you doing? Like, well, you don't understand the space? Do you understand my job is on the line as well? So please, my artists, my creators, my talents, my friends, my event organizers, I'm begging us to do this. The last thing I want to wrap it up with is that those who are in charge of BTL experiences. When I say BTL experiences, you know the line experience. So events. I'm begging you. It has to be nice. If you're not ready to make it nice, then don't do it. We are better off a whole year with no events than some makeshift event somewhere that would run the brand name Western Region down. How I wish someone would be in charge of that. So when we spot your event and doesn't match the standards, we will come and shut it down. And make sure we bring police so that nobody attends. Because you are ruining the brand, and I'm sure if you understand, we've all mentioned brand development. We will shut it down so it doesn't happen at all. If you want to get stage, make sure the stage is nice. Make sure the choices are good. The LED, whoever's handling lights, make sure all those things are done and done well. I tell you what, you see, we're having some, and I'm not brutal like that. We're having some lights display here. It wasn't working because the guy filming for us, and we need this footage on Monday. We are having a lot of flashes in reflection to the phone's screen. So when we put it on there, people are epileptic and all those things. So I pleaded with the team to switch it back to just one stable light. We know our craft. We understand it. And I do understand that all of us here understand same. So I'm pleading. If the BTL experience isn't worth it, then let's not even do it. Because henceforth, I charge all the big names here in this room that we are going to be in charge of rebranding the Western region. That anybody that's going to come here to do an activation must meet the standards. Hell yeah, this is the oil city for crying out loud. This is the Western region. This is Takoradi. What are we saying? So please, let's set standards. Presenters, if you don't have anything to say, don't open the mic and don't talk. TV personalities, if you can't bring your A game on, don't come on air. Set designers, if you can't create the best set for the best images on screen, then don't even do it. Artists, if you know you are whack, and I know you are whack, don't even dare. Don't even, DJs, when they bring the song to you, don't even give them a listening ear. Because we are looking for the best of the best of the best. The first time I heard Kinata, before somebody bought it, I was like, whoa, who is this boy? And I'm thankful that the Western region has held him this way. He's ours. But you are sleeping, you are losing him. You are losing him. It's only because he makes reference to his community. That's how come you still hold on to him. But we are losing him. Others are taking him. If that boy doesn't mention Tani in his next 2-3 songs, just know that that's it. He's gone. We will only sit back and say, oh, Genevieve, I didn't name him. That's all you see, but he'll be gone. He will be gone. So please, as brutal as it is, we need this wake-up call. And I'm begging you that we are all accountable for this nonsense, pardon me for a better expression, that we have all done to ourselves all these years. Enough is enough.